And what has been the driving force behind you?
So now it has been almost, I guess, 7 years since I started playing darts. I started in 2017, I guess, and it was just a hobby back then. Just seeing my parents play darts in states tournament, I used to accompany them. Seeing them play, I got really inspired, and I started playing darts since then. And after a few years playing my first ladies championship and winning the state's title of ladies singles was really motivated me to keep continuing darts and take it up professionally. And since then my journey has been unstoppable, and I hope it continues the same.
I heard that you were wonderful. We just perfect four darts, and I've also watched you at the state championship, and I've seen your ups and downs. What makes you take? How many hours do you put in of practice?
I have started putting, I guess, 3 to 4 hours of practice daily, because the goals I have in future require a lot of hard work, and for that, to achieve that, not only my parents support it, which is always there, which I'm grateful for, but at the same time, it's my hard work that I have to put into this. So I've started practicing 3 to 4 hours daily.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Let's hear it for the champions.
However, we are not done with them. Please put on. Do not go anywhere. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Captain. Thank you so much, sir. Right, I hope the teams are ready with their jerseys, and there will be a lot of interesting questions coming up.
So, jerseys or no jerseys, you please feel free to come to the stage, even if you are not wearing your team jersey, because we are in the carnival. Enjoy yourselves, suit yourselves, and come, we'll have some fun on stage.
All right. So we'll go alphabetically so that there's no confusion going forward. May we request the first club to come up on stage, the Bengal Rowing Club.
BRC, I know, is underrepresented. Both the captain and the vice captain are traveling, but I saw a few people from BRC. Can we have all of them on stage?
The Bengal Rowing Club, which is also the host of one of the biggest open tournaments in the country. Star-studded lineup. One of the most successful teams in the circuit.
Suyash.
Can I request the BRC team to please come up on stage for a quick chat?
And I also request the next team to stay ready to come up. Come on, BRC.
A lot of familiar names. So Vivek Khandelwal, the first ever DAB state champion. Mr. Vikram, Abhyuday, Suyash Kejriwal. There's a lot of interesting, talent. How do you decide? One very common question in every inter-club match is, how do you decide when you have 4 to 5 very good singles players? How do you decide who goes for singles? You got Mohan Goyal, you had, Vivek Khandelwal, you had Kashank, Vikram Bhed, right? So how do you decide who goes for singles and who's going to anchor the match?
Whoever we don't gel with, we send him for singles. Go.
Whoever they don't gel with, they send them up for singles, and especially Vikas Kothari in the past. So what's your plan this year? Who do you expect to be your biggest competition in this year's tournament?
No, so when we go in, we make sure that no matter who comes as an opponent, the opponent should sweat. That's the game strategy.
Very soon we'll be getting Dio sponsors also, thanks to them. If you know some brands, do let us know.
So BRC is the runners-up from last year and last 2 times. Maybe they'll be the 3rd time lucky. All the best, Team BRC.
All the best. See you around. Next up, let's have Calcutta Club. Team Calcutta Club on stage. BRC have opted for the royal colors coming into the Royal Darts Carnival. Now let's welcome the Calcutta Club team onto the stage. A lot of experience, a lot of witty brains, and a lot of talent. By far the youngest team of the tournament so far. Let's say hi to the Calcutta Club contingent. They've come up in big numbers. Let's give it up for Team Calcutta Club. Ms. Deepa Das, Milord Mr. Vipul Kundalia, a lot of familiar names. Great to see you come up in good numbers. And I can see Captain Mimi also joining us. Please come forward. Oh, you've changed the captain. Whenever there's a difficult tournament, put somebody else as captain. That's a very good move.
No.
So Calcutta Club, you are the rising, stars of Calcutta darts. And they were actually the graceful hosts of the state championships. We've had one of the most successful state tournaments ever. Thank you so much for that. But what has been the secret recipe behind the rise of darts in Calcutta Club? Could you please share with us? Wow. One more question. Could you please tell us where did you Google this from?
I never Google anything. It always comes out.
That's
directly.
more like it, Calcutta Club. And there's a lot of playing. All the best, Calcutta Club. We look forward to seeing you in action this tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining in. All right, next up, another team which comes with a lot of firepower. CCNFC, the Calcutta Cricket and Football Club. The 2 times defending champion. Let's have them on stage. Led by Iman Sondi. And a star-studded lineup. The 2-time defending champs. Let's have them on stage.
Team CCFC, we are waiting for you. Come on.
It looks like a Bollywood team, Star-studded lineup of Bollywood superstars. And this time they've decided to go all black. Coming back with a vengeance. So, let's start with Mr. Aman Sondi. One of the most interesting darters that the country has ever seen. Now that you have donned the cap of the captain, how do you motivate your team? How do you keep your team going? And you're on a hat trick this year.
We need to motivate this team. Everyone in our team is a very seasoned darter. Yeah, there's a little pressure on us to get the hat trick, but we'll go all guns blazing for sure.
So when you talk about all guns blazing, who's going to fire the most in this tournament?
Every single person on this dais right now, except Devesh.
And Arnav.
I only play 16 triples. I'm not going to be a threat to them. But before we let go of you, who do you think would be your biggest competition this year? We want a very honest answer.
Probably the host club. BRC always is a threat in any tournament. DI has a great team. I mean, basically every club has elevated their level. So, in a inter-club, you cannot say who's an outright favorite. But definitely RCGC, BRC, DI, they're all good teams.
That is a very good answer.
Sorry, I forgot about IC. Sorry, Calcutta Club, Calcutta International Club is always a threat.
Yeah.
Always.
They'll have something to say about that, Aman.
That was probably the most diplomatic speech considering we are getting into election phase in the country right now. Well done, Aman Sondi. Thank you so much, CCNFC. Let's go all guns blazing. All the best. Alright, let's have the next team on stage. The team which Mr. Sondi forgot. Calcutta International Club, CIC.
Okay, I'll have to do this one. Because you are a player with CIC.
Okay, sir.
Guys, I'll start with the captain. Let's straight get to the business. How did you like Aman leaving CIC out of the favorites? Huh? Aman Sondi leaving the name of CIC out of the favorites.
That really ignited us. Now, he's in the same group. CCFC is in the same group. So, yeah. Game on, bro.
And let's hear it from Biswa, my best friend. By the way, we are just 5 days apart. Yeah.
We're practically twins. But all the best, Devesh, for this tournament. And we all look forward to it.
There's something very interesting which you all probably don't know about one player in this team. There was an international tournament in Turkey in 2015 called the World Championship, the World Cup darts. Okay. And there's one person who managed to grab all the attention while he was throwing. The most unique and interesting darting throw in the world. Certified it by all the players. Mr. Chirag Kapoor, do not miss him on the hockey. There will be lots to learn from him about how to throw your darts from him. All the best, Team CIC. Alright, moving on to the next team. We're just getting started. Balle Balle, Calcutta Punjab Club, let's have you on stage.
Let's go, Punjab Club.
I can see Phantom. Mr. Manoj Rathani, who has been the driving force behind this team's success. With a star-studded lineup, Mr. Ronit Mitra, Mr. Sunil Mehtaravani,
was RDC 2018 or 19 probably. My parents were playing here. They told me to come here, free beer है आजा. हम बोला हाँ free beer है आ जाऊँगा. 2 डार्ट फेंका. दोनों बुल्स में लग गया. मैं बोला अब तो पक्का खेल रहा हूँ मैं ये डार्ट से गेम रोज. That's how I started. And luckily I got the opportunity and pleasure to lead this team. We have a certain coaching program at our club and we keep on introducing new players to our club. So we have more than 6 new players in our club who have joined like 6 months or 8 months or 1 year ago. So that's how we're trying to grow.
Damn good. And please tell Rahul I missed him today. And also like to tell them we were at the CSC Carnival and they were one of the most gracious hosts that we had ever interacted in the whole of Calcutta.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, CSC. All the best for the tournament. And I love the color of your jersey. The next team, they might be known as DI, the Lousy Institute, but I like to call them the Darting Institute. Let's have DI on stage, one of the best teams in the circuit.
Let's hear it for Team DI. Come on, guys.
Donning their traditional blue and white colors. Team DI on stage. Who can carry the bottles? Cheers, cheers, Mr. Vijay Kumar Singh. Cheers to you. So the DI superstars are on stage. What you see on stage is a blend of experience and youth. What you see is patience and exuberance. So, Captain.
So, Arnab, here's the story.
Yeah.
First DI auction, I bought Rohit, Ro as they call him now. I think at 1 point or 2 point? 1 point. First day, I knew we've discovered a player. And you all know his journey now. He's captaining the side.
Amazing.
DI is one of the most consistent clubs who have outperformed in 2023. They were virtually at every semi-final and final. Okay, Rohit, what's the secret?
It's a team effort. Everyone plays really well, and this is the bonding time. Like everyone's like supporting each other always from day one, every time, like every moment. Someone loses, someone wins. We always win because everyone's supporting each other.
So the next guy I'd like to acknowledge is Avi. Avi had stopped playing darts for a bit, and I think he had migrated to IC, right? And I joined DI and I said, Avi, this year you're playing to DI, and you switched. How's the journey been after that?
Been almost 3 years now. Yes, it's a wonderful team atmosphere, and I believe your question, the one that you asked Ro about the success of the team, I believe that's not something the women power that DI has.
Let's go, ladies. The women power of DI.
And here's the women power, right here. Saba, Lorraine,
Zeenat and Sahana.
Zeenat. And we should not forget Mr. VKS.
He's the reigning veteran state champion, averaged 72 in the semi-finals.
And he is one of the dedicated darters. I have seen him in practice. If he plays his A game, he'll win all his matches. Little more mental work.
Never came here to win. It is the most sought after carnival of darts. My aim was to be the happiest dart playing guy here. My aim was to be number one, to be able to enjoy this carnival, the hospitality, the good people. Thank you very much for once again giving us this opportunity of being amongst you all.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. You have truly embodied the passion and spirit of a carnival. Thank you, Team DI. All the best for the tournament. Rock on. Okay, team photograph, please. Thanks, Team DI. Let's go to the newbies and the rookies who have started making waves in the dart circuit in Calcutta. Let's give it up for the next team, Team Hindustan Club, HC. Let's have the HC team on stage, please. A familiar face, Ashlesh leading his team once again. And it's great to see a lot of new darters coming up every year. So Hindustan Club is another team. If you ask them to enjoy a sport, they'll do it more than anybody else. If you ask them to give it their best, they'll do it more than anybody else. They do not ever give up, and they have started beating the teams in the circuit. So Ashlesh, what has been the mantra behind motivating your team, and what is the goal going forward with the HT Darts team?
Good evening, everyone. It's been a team which is just hardly 2 years old. A lot of darters here, they have just picked up darts in last 3 months, 6 months, or maximum 1 year. So the only inspiration which I give my team, I share with my team is, when you go, you're playing with all, maximum players you're playing here are all national players, state players. So take every game as a game to learn from them, and take some inspiration from them, so that every match we improve. So that's the only mantra I share with my team.
See the other mantra. It's the smiles on your face. Let's give it up for Team Hindustan Club.
All the best, HC. Look forward to you making a lot of waves in the tournament. Thank you, Hindustan Club. We now move on to the club, which basically signifies what the weekend is all about. Let's call on stage Team Saturday Club. Let's get Satsi on stage. Mr. Banti Randhawa, Rahul. Let's have Team Satsi on stage, please. Saturday Club. Alright, so we've seen a lot of great tournaments at the SATC, played by SATC. So what's the difference going to be this year? You have been on the best team in the circuit, but the title has eluded you for the last few years. What are you going to do to make a change this year, sir?
I'm not sad that the title has eluded us, but I think this year we will come on stage as only 5 people. But I think by the 9th, we will leave a mark and let you know what happened on the 4th year. Thank you.
That's confidence. Nothing else expected from Banti Randhawa.
So there's a question I have from my good friend Mr. Rahul Barman. Every time Mr. Rahul Barman plays a tournament, a state championship, he finishes somebody's career. You know, he comes from behind and beats one of the seeded players. How do you do it, Rahul? Especially in clubs where there's no alcohol. Could you please tell us the secret?
All the power of calder and some beers. That's all.
Got a,
So we charged you enough tonight.
you got a
All
true
right.
brand ambassador in Rahul Varman in beer. So thank you, Satsi. All the best for the tournament. Let's have a team photograph. Thank you, Satsi. All the best. Now let's get the next team to come up on stage, and they have donned a different color, the club colors. Let's get Team Polygon's Club on stage. Polly, let's get you on stage now. You got Neha Suraya, one of the best darters in the state and the country. The Banerjee brothers. And some new raw talent coming up on stage. Alright, it's great to see that, keeping in mind the mantra these days, Team Tolly has decided to go green. So hats off to you for choosing green yet again. But then, who's going to lead the team in this tournament? Do we have the captain here? Neha Suraya, my God. Neha, what's going to be the secret behind the recipe for Tolly's success in this tournament? And is there any particular team that you really look forward to beating this year?
Well, the test you're going to see after we finish all the matches. Yeah? And I think all the teams would be a great competition, and we look forward. And we look forward to this particular carnival each and every year. Thank you for having us again. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Sneha. Sneha, sorry, it's a Budweiser talking now. I'll come to one of the youngest players in the circuit, Mr. Gautam Gangiani. So please tell us, you are one of the most enthusiastic darters we ever come across. What has been the reason why you have never stopped playing darts, and why are you so passionate about the game? Please tell us.
I think I'll give the credit to my mentor, who's Aman Sondi from Saturday Club. That's how I picked up the darts just before the pandemic, and then I joined up with BD. Right? Yeah. And thereafter it's been all going upwards. And I enjoy the team, and I enjoy being with the young guys. I feel young.
Not only do you feel young, you look the youngest with those shades on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Team Polygon's Club. All the best for a very, very successful tournament. Please come forward for the team photograph. We get ready for the big one now. Almost there. And do not go, the exhibition match between Ariveer and Mahi is just about to get started. But now it's time for the big one.
Are we done?
No way.
I think we are done.
We are just getting started. And it is my honor and privilege to welcome the host club, the Royal Calcutta Golf Club darts team, on stage now. Let's have the host on stage, please.
Come on, team. I want everyone. Come on, Shell. Come on, come on, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the star-studded lineup.
Surprised to see too many people.
Is there anything that they can't do? Just feast your eyes on the star-studded lineup. RCGC would be having 2 teams in this tournament, being the host club. And there'll be a lot of questions. In fact, we'll do something. Is there anybody in the audience who would like to ask a question? From anybody in the RCGC team? Anyone in the audience who would like to ask a question? You have 30 seconds to think and come up. Led by Captain Devesh Srivastava. Alright, we'll have the team photograph and then the questions. They have also been joined by their darting coach, Mr. Shail Thakur Dikshit. Absolutely, he has revolutionized darts. They are the reigning champions of the West Bengal State Darts Championship, the home and away tournament. And they will be contenders in the RDC also. But we will not let you go. Do not go anywhere. Can I please come to the First Lady of RCC Darts, Mrs. Manisha Srivastava. And it's a very, very simple question. In case, you're playing, under Mr. Devesh Srivastava as captain, I'm sure you've done that many a times. And in case you miss a, pin or a finish and he reacts, I'm sure you don't react on the water. What's your actual reaction when you go home?
Well, we sleep in different rooms in that case.
So, Mr. Devesh Srivastava, I'm not going to ask you any questions on the same lines, but we have actually been seeing them, Manisha Bhabhi and Devesh Bhaiya, along with a lot of people, on stage who have been working day in, day out. I saw Harshvardhan, Jai, Samit, Vishpavia. They work day in, day out to make this tournament a success. And a big, big hand to these people who worked behind the scenes to get this arena ready for us. One question. What has motivated RCGC to go over and above every...
Yeah, it's probably striving for excellence. We try to raise the standard and the bar for everyone. And we enjoy doing this. We enjoy hosting it. And we like to be remembered for the best party in town, the darting party, both on and off the board.
Awesome. Let's get the darty party going. Thank you so much, Team RCGC. Over to MIC, other sports, Mr. Samit Malhotra.
Hello. I just want to thank Devesh. You give him anything, it's the best. You don't have to bother. And Manisha has been absolutely, seeing, supporting Pai Bhaiya, Harsh, Hey, all these guys. I didn't have to do anything. You used my name, but I was actually just getting all the sanctions done. These guys really, all the setup is all thanks to you.
Let's give it up for our sports convener of every sport in RCGC apart from golf and bowling. Samit takes care of all the other sports, and he gives you a free hand to do what you want, and that's great of him.
Thank you so much. Now let's get the action going to the hockey. It's going to be Arivir Chokhani versus Mahi Bosmia. Let's get all eyes glued to the hockey now. Night is still young. Do not go anywhere.
Meanwhile, DJ, we're giving you some time to get going.